Kumusta ang pag-uusap ninyo? Kumusta ang sandwich? So if you spend quantity and quality time, the following, diba, will be the result of being together. First is communication. Making thoughts between people. So kaya kami nga ni Rina, halos alam na namin yung iniisip namin bago pa namin sabihin. Yun yung effect. Second is companionship. Taking bread together. Third is comradeship, being together in the same place. So, I have to share with you that this is my dominant love language. So, ito yung ini-expect ko from Rina. Kaya minsan, nagiging source of conflict pag busy siya because of work and I crave for quantity and quality time, doon nagkakaroon ng conflict. Kaya it's important that you talk and you plan schedule. Kasi sabi ko, I need you here at home. And kailangan din kita para mag-usap tayo. We have to plan for it. Hindi pwede yung work will be first, then secondary kami. And two time, we're able to manage that time. Then, I think this year, tinanong ko yung mga anak ko just to know their love language. And it surprised me na ito yung dominant. So, kasi tinatanong ko sa inyo, anak, o Ralph, Dina, Kimi. So, minawanan nung, tinitid ko sila isa-isa. Paano nyo nalalaman na mahal namin kayo ng mama nyo? Common sa kanila, pag umuwi po kayo ng mga anak, when you are there at home. True enough, diba, from the eye of a child, if you are there, you love us. That's simple. Diba? So, malaki ng impact sa bata yung presensya. Presensya ng mga magulang. Okay. Let's go to the fifth and last love language. Ano yun? Ano yung last? Basa nga? Kind actions. So, this involves expressing love through serving someone, through seeking to meet their needs in practical ways. Di ba kayo nagtataka bakit yung picture dyan is baso ng tubig? Because that is my service to my wife and to my kids. Simple and practical. Paggabi, na-make sure na may mga baso ng tubig sa side table nila for the longest period of time. Na bakit ko nilalagay yun? Diba pag mahuhaw sila, middle of their sleep or paggising nila, may tubig na. So alam nila yun, pag nakita nila matutulog na sila, walang tubig, Papa, where's my water? Wait, sabi ko, sige, lalagay ko na yan. So, routine acts of service, diba? Meeting regular needs. Si Rina, ang routine act of service niya is yung bababa siya ng maaga, mauuna na siya bumaba sa kitchen to prepare me a very strong cup of coffee. Sabi ko sa kanya, I really appreciate that. Although kaya ko naman magtimpla mag-isa, pero iba yung pagbaba mo may kape na sa lamesa. Mas may nakagad ako ng coffee. Second is non-routine, diba? Acts of service. Responding to a particular need at a particular time. Ako naalala ko dito yung nyari may mga biglang lakad or walang magdadrive kay Rina at libre ako. Sige, drive na kita. I'll drive you there, I'll wait for you there, and that's it. That's my service to you. Ganun din yung ginagawa ko sa mga anak ko. Okay, pag libre ako, I'll drive you. Kung saan ka may meeting or kung may school activity ka, I'll be the one driving you. May be requested but not be demanded nor taken for granted. So minsan, Pangunahan mo na. Kasi may mga spouse kasi na nahihiya sabihin na, hatid mo naman ako. Offer it immediately. Do you want me to drive for you? Is it okay that ihatid na kita? I'll wait for you there. And we must be careful not to limit serving and helping each other to stereotypes copied from our parents or from the prevailing culture. So, ang importante lang dito is you just have to know and listen to the needs of your loved ones. Then, iba-iba kasi yan. Iba-iba sila. Even doon sa apat naming anak, iba-iba yung in-expect nilang act of service from me, even kay Dina. So it's important that you talk to them, you listen to them, para at least alam nila yung kung ano yung gusto nila. Personal sharing. Yung dominant din kasi sa akin on top of quality time, it's really service. So, I'll really go extra mile to people I love through service. So, hindi ko indahin yung gaano kahirap yung servisyo, gaano katagal. Diba? As long as I love the person, I'll do it. Example, homework, hindi magawa ng mga bata. Maglalagay ng post-it, matutulog ka na. Even after a prayer meeting or after a long work, papasok na lang kami ng kwarto. Please help with my project. So, kita mo doon, may instructions pa, can you help me do this, this, and this? Ano ba yun? Gusto mo na matulog, pagod na pagod ka na, but because mahal na mahal ko tong anak na to, sige, middle of the night, ginagawa ko yung project niya. Yung nilalagay ko na lang sa kanya, anak, ito yung project na hindi ka na tulong. Hindi naman yun to palagi, but kasi pag humingi na silang tulong, nahirapan na sila, hindi nila magawa. So, yun, tinulungan ko sila. Service. Okay. Another example is, I have two swimmers. So, pag nagkukumpit kasing swimmer, laging kasama yung magulang. Mag-start ng 6 a.m., matatapos ng 5 p.m. So, anong ginagawa ng mga magulang? Wala lang, nakaupo doon. Anak, kailangan mo ng tubig. Anong lunch ang gusto mo? May iba ka bang kailangan? So, ganon. Service talaga na, doon ko na-realize, nung nag-qualify yung anak ko sa palarong pambansa, nakakapagod na servisyo pala yun. Kasi 1 week pala yung event. And driver na ako. Tapos, ako pa yung gigising sa kanya, na 5 o'clock na, kailangan na tayong gumising. Kasi magti-train ka ng 6. Anak, anong gusto mo breakfast? Kasi bababa na ako dun sa hotel, boss, paluto naman to. Ito yung breakfast na gusto ng anak. So, para pagbaba niya, prepared na yung breakfast. Tapos, check ko pa, nadala mo na ba yung lahat ng kailangan mo dalhin? May goggles ka na ba? So, check namin. Ito yung tubig na kailangan mo dalhin para hindi ka maunaw. Inihatid ko siya sa venue. Then, park ako doon sa pagkalayo-layo. Kasi bawal mag-park doon sa loob. Tapos, ito yung time na napakataas ng temperatura sa Legazpi City, sa Bicol, na may heat stroke warning na. So, maglalakad ulit ako doon pabalik. But those kind of service na value naman ng anak ko. Kasi kita niya, pag natapos na yung competition niya, ako, anak, huwag ka na maglakad Wait for me here, under the shade, and get the car, and daanin kita. Service. That's how I express my love to my spouse and to my kids. And walang gastos po yan. Walang gastos. And sabi ko, pag ginagawa ko yan, there are two things that I'm giving to you. My time, diba? And my effort. And that should be enough. So yun yung lagi yung sinasabi ko doon sa mga, kay Rina, pati doon sa mga anak ko. If you want to know how much I love you, Bilangin mo yung time na kasama kita, then bilangin mo yung time na ginagawa ko sa ito mga to. Then you will know that I love you that much. So Rina will recap the 5 love languages.
So we have learned this afternoon, so yung 5 love languages: loving words, thoughtful presence, physical affection, quality time, and kind actions. So yun yung different ways for us to express love, and each one of us, hindi naman kailangan, di ba, lahat yan 100% ginagawa mo. But meron kasing dominant or meron tayong preferred among all those love languages. So like, di ba, bawa ako, ang dominant sa akin is thoughtful presence, tapos sabi ng ibang service yung sa kanya. And through time, actually, we found out na ang nagiging dominant namin is really quality time together. So, as you go through your marriage, nag-iiba. Kasi when you come into your marriage, diba, may kanya-kanya tayong, diba, ways of parang expecting the person to show his love or her love for us. So, yun yung ating preferred love language. And we need to distinguish na yung the way that we express love is not necessarily the way that the other person, our spouse, would like to receive it. Kaya minsan, di ba, minsan nandun yung conflict na, halimbawa, sa case ni Bong, serve naman ako ng serve, hindi mo ba na-feel na love kita? Eh, yun pala ang aking preferred love language, gifts. Di ba? So, ako, hindi ko nakikita yung ginagawa niya na service pala yung way of expressing love niya. Kasi ang hinahanap ko, parang dapat pag ganito anniversary, mag-prepare ka naman, mag-sip ka naman kung anong regalo. Yung gano'n na, yung expectation natin sa isa't isa, pwedeng different because iba yung ating love language. So the challenge really is for us to discover ano ba yung love language ng asawa ko. So that, di ba, when I express my love, di ba, although you can do all those love languages to express your love, but mindful ka na para ma-feel niya na love ko siya, ito yung, di ba, mas effective sa kanya. So, yun. So, I think, for this afternoon, yun yung pinaka magandang lesson na ma-remember natin. Na from among these 5 love languages, the way that I express love is not necessarily the way that my husband or my wife would like to receive yung love na yun. So, the challenge is for us to discover what is the love language of our spouse. So, to know our partner's love language, so we need to ask ourselves itong 3 questions. So, how does your spouse express yung love niya more often? So, tingnan nyo yung actions niya, di ba? Kasi kung yun yung consistently yung way niya of expressing love, then lalabas yun yung kanyang dominant love language. Then, tanungin din natin, what do they complain about most often? Ano ba yung usual na reklamo sa inyo ng asawa nyo na, ay, di na tayo nagtitake, ay, wala ka namang binibigay na oras sa akin, lagi ka nasa trabaho, kaya, ay, wala ka namang pinapadalang bulaklak kapag Valentine. So, tingnan mo yung, di ba, mga complaints na naririnig mo. Because that's an indication na, yung pala yung kinocomplain niyang yun, yun yung, di ba, love language na gusto niya. Then third, what do they request more often? Diba? Hindi magandang tanong, ano nga ba yung gusto niyang, nire-request sa akin lagi. Gusto niya ba na, nagre-request pa siya na, labas naman tayo. O kaya, bilhin mo naman ako ng ganito. Or, diba? So from these questions, those are indications sa kung ano yung dominant na love language ng asawa niyo. Then,
okay. To conclude, Jesus Christ is the perfect example ng paano niya ginawa yung 5 love languages. And let's read it. He does it via words. So from John 15 verse 9, as the Father loved me, so I have loved you. So, sinasabi rin pala ni Jesus na, brothers and sisters, I love you this much. Time. Mark 6 verse 31, come with me by yourself to a quiet place. Kung makikita mga dun sa story ni Jesus Christ, He always makes time to pray alone to the Father. No matter how busy, diba, doing ministry, span of 3 years, He always goes up into the mountain and pray. He makes time. So hindi excuse na, Lord, sobrang busy sa service, sa ministry, hindi ako nakapag-pray. Kahit sa maga-maga, then He will take some time to really pray to His Father. Actions. John 13 verse 5, for service, He poured some water in a basin and began to wash His disciples' feet. So, during ng Holy Week, masasaksihan natin doon yung washing of the feet. That is service. Na even Jesus Christ, who is our Lord, humbled Himself and serve us. Fourth, touch. Luke 5 verse 13, Jesus reached out His hand and touched the man. Usually, pag nai-heal siya, usually touch the person. Presents. Ano ba yung binigay na regalo sa atin ni Jesus Christ? So John 6 verse 11, Jesus took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed to those who were seated. The gift of Eucharist. At yun yung presensya niya ngayon sa atin. Kahit wala siya, through the Eucharist, He is present in us. So we're done with Mafos. Pwede bang palakpakan niyo yung sarili niyo? Itong elements in building a stable and happy marriage. Building strong foundation, have a good communication. You should be able to resolve conflict as a couple. And you should also learn to forgive each other. And you should know how to relate with your parents and in-laws. And learn the importance of God's gift to us, which is good sex, by the sacrament of marriage. And last, pinag-usapan natin today, how do we put love in action through the 5 love languages. Ang importante dito is, the center should always be God. And we need commitment to keep our marriage moving forward, not backward. And for your third and last exercise, so do the exercise in page 60 to 62 of your Mafos workbook. So we'll give you 15 minutes. Dito, malalaman mo na yung love language mo or love languages. Pwede kasing dalawa yung dominante. Okay?